Hi, what I wanted to do today was share 5 different things that a first-time homebuyer should be aware of if they're thinking of purchasing in 2026. Let's start with number one, which is while rates have come down, they have stabilized, they're still higher than what they were, say, 3-4 years ago during the pandemic. Most experts are projecting that rates are going to be in the high fives to low sixes, and that is certainly way more affordable than maybe 2 years ago when we touched 8% ever so briefly, and many clients that had purchased in the mid sevens. So definitely better than it was a few years ago, but not nearly as good as it was, say, 4 years ago. Number two, affordability is still the big issue. However, if you are willing to kind of expand your areas, perhaps go a little further out, there are some options where prices are a little bit more affordable. Maybe you could also consider doing maybe a condo or townhome or something like that. Focus on the monthly payment more so than the sales price. Number three, inventory is definitely improving. However, it really depends on where you're looking to go. Here in the greater Metro Phoenix area, we have areas that are very much a seller's market still. We have other areas that are balanced, and we have still other areas that are buyer's markets. So depending upon where you want to buy, you can still get some deals if you're willing to go into those different areas that are buyer's market. It's going to be really important to get with a licensed professional, a realtor who knows the entire area, knows which areas are, again, seller's market, buyer's market balance. That's really going to be important because you're going to have more flexibility, more negotiating power in those balanced to buyer's markets, whereas with the seller's market, you're still, you might be less inclined to get a deal, so to speak. Number four, it isn't necessarily that you have to have, W-2s, pay stubs, traditional type documentation. More and more, we are offering some flexible lending, what we call non-QM. And so all that really means is it's some additional documentation that we can utilize for what has occurred here over the last several years, where we've grown into this gig economy. People who are on 1099 driving Uber, self-employed, freelancers, things of that nature. And so there are some programs for individuals like that. So maybe you've been told no in the past, but you might be able to get approved now with these expanded product lines that we have. And number five, you're dealing with definitely way more cautious buyers out there as well. So be aware of the fact that 3 or 4 years ago, when house prices were going up and rates were really low and people were overpaying for the property, they were very anxious to get an offer in, offer more than maybe what the home was worth, just so that they could get into the house and just so that they could own, again, take advantage of those low interest rates, etc. But many of those people have regretted some of those decisions. Now buyers are being more cautious. They're looking at all the data, weighing everything out, making sure that this is the right decision for them. So those are some things that are really important to know if you're going to be a first-time home buyer this year. So just to kind of recap, again, rates are definitely better than they were. They're stabilizing, but still in that high fives to low mid sixes is what you could probably expect for the remainder of the year. Inventory is definitely improving, but affordability remains a concern. And of course, now we've got some additional programs and things to help you out. And then lastly, you're going to be dealing with similar buyers who are more cautious now, analyzing everything, looking at their total payment and not rushing into decisions. So those are all good things to know when you're out there looking. So if you're thinking of buying in 2026, you're a first-time home buyer, these would be some good things to just keep in mind. Of course, the number one most important thing to do in any market, but especially this market, is to get with a lender, get fully pre-approved, so that when you're out there, you know you're looking in the right price range, and when you make an offer, it's going to get accepted because of the fact that you've gone through, done all the due diligence in terms of providing whatever documentation may be needed and getting fully pre-approved. Okay, listen, I hope you found this information helpful. And if you did, please do me a favor, subscribe to our page here. If you have additional questions about getting qualified, getting pre-approved, please reach out. Give us a call, text us. We're always here to answer your questions, always here to assist. Thank you so much. You have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.